Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm going to review the second season of Saban's Field Troopers, and I'm also going to compare it with the Metal Hero series, Yigu Senshi Spearban, Shogeki Darada, and Uchikishi Shaida. Now, well, the first three episodes were just fillers for season 2, so I'm gonna move on to the five-part episode, The Quest for Power. Now, the part one begins when Ryan talking about the time he spent with his father since childhood, and then we get to Tao's dojo where they having a father and something going on, where the bo- boys and their fathers are practicing martial arts together. And well, seeing that made Ryan Mrs. Tyler a lot since he hasn't been able to be with his father since childhood. Now, next, we go to Sector Industries, where Carl Sector was given this new prism, and well, he was going to use it for something he was planning, and then he went to the visual dungeon, to visual reality, and turned into Grimlord. And turns out that Tyler was chained, and he was well, the prism was going to be used to drain visual knowledge from Tyler. And eventually, after that, Tyler was sent into a cell where he was locked up. Of course, he had a device where he uses to send a message to the other real to is the reality, and of course then one of Grimlord's servants came in right out of the cell, so that way he could continue. At Underground Voice Daily, well, it's been revealed that Caitlin was given a promotion where she now gets to. What happened was that Woody extended the paper for a segment called, let's see, a crossword style, where Caitlin gets to cover the latest fashions, trends, and other stuff. And of course, Percy, he was jealous that Kelly was given the promotion, but Kelly did deserve her new promotion, and also she still get to do some other stuff she did before. The the new stuff was just added, and then suddenly the VO troopers got a message from Professor Hart, and he told them to come to the lab um, quickly, and well, the troopers they were on the way. Of course, Skogs came, and turns out that Grimlord uh, knew what's going on. Eventually, the troopers defeated the Skogs, and they arrived at the lab to find out what Professor Hart wanted to talk to them about. And Professor Hart told them that well, he showed them a video message, and it was from Tyler. And well, Tyler he wanted to warn the people of the world about the Grimlord, and well, the VO troopers, yeah, decided to third part, so they transformed and started to fight the monsters that were sent. And like in season one, JP and Galen fought one monster while Ryan he fought another one on account that uh, their costumes came from two different TV series. At least the footage, as well as the footage. Anyway, eventually they weren't able to make it, but they were sworn to find Tyler. And then we get to part two, where let's see. Oh yes, the troopers they oh yeah, now I remember. Grimlord he finally managed to get all the virtual knowledge from Tyler into the prism, and he was ready to. Also, it turns out that Krillin was planning to replace his season one mutants with new warriors. And the anyway, well, the troopers found out a location where they can get to. Oh yes, to where Tyler is hidden. Of course, Professor Hart will. He reminded them that there will be some security measures that will detect the troopers for common sense, to human. Of course, Jeb he suggested that go in science says he's not human, so the, he wouldn't be detected. But of course, Ryan he didn't want Jeb to put himself in that kind of danger, and Jeb said that all right, and he also said he's gonna go out for a while. And well, since Jeff has been come back for some time, well, the troopers realized that Jeff must have gone to find Tyler, and well, Ryan he wanted to go after him. Of course, Professor Hart said that might not be a good idea, but Ryan he insisted anyway and went to the location and went inside to look for Jeff and Tyler. Of course, he fought some Scots a little way, and then yeah, let's see. Oh yes, is a bomb was detonated. Well, no, before they have Ryan, he met up with Grimlord, and Ryan demanded Grimlord, to know where Tyler is, and Krillin refused and decided to blow up the facility as well as the virtual dungeon. Oh yeah, the facility was a secret entrance to the virtual dungeon. Yeah, that's right. And well, Ryan went. Oh, he also met up with Jet, and then yes. Oh, also Ryan fought this oh no, no, not yet. Just Ryan went to he reunited with Jeb, and well, Grimlord he started that timer, and Jeb and Ryan needed to get out before it's too late. And then eventually, the entire visual was destroyed, and JP and Galen were worried that Ryan and Jeff might not have make it out in time, and that was the end of part two. Now in Metaruda, the virtual dungeon was called the Ghost of Banku in that series. Well, how it was destroyed was the Grim Lord, who was called Cautonerus. Well, the only that particular scene was really Decimator, who was called Kuringin, in disguise. And oh no, I think there was another episode, but well, the way it was destroyed permanently was that Cautonerus, who was Kuringin in disguise, well, he sacrificed himself using these tentacles and took the Hoshu with him. No. Also, we forgot to mention that in part two, let's see. Oh yes, the season one virtual warriors. Well, they were but they heard rumors about them being replaced by new warriors. But of course, but anyway, then we get to part three, and well, we picked up where part two left off, and well, Kaylin, she was crying because well, she was afraid that Ryan might Ryan Jeb might not make it out on time. Of course, turns out that they did, and not only that, they managed to find Tyler, and they brought him to the lab. Oh no, not yet. Oh no, he didn't. They didn't find Tyler. Lisa. See, well, in part three, yeah, Ryan and Jeff returned to the lab, and well, JP and Kyle were happy that they survived. And then, meanwhile, back at Sister Industry, Secret secretaries who were Scots in disguise, well, they heard about found out about the destruction of the virtual dungeon and decided that one of them should take over. Of course, then came a video footage, and it was Grimlord, and turns out that oh yeah, he didn't really what's it right? I mean, he got out in time before the place exploded, but Grimlord he said that he's in a temporary location until his new base of operations is ready. And then later in the episode, well, first JB and Galen they oh yes they went to a cave, and then they found Tyler, who was tied up. Only was it? Oh yeah, before that happened, well, before they entered the cave, well, yeah, they met up with Skogs, and then suddenly, some of the Skogs transform into different forms, and these are the older Skogs. Now in Shida, they were called oh, Sainton Mirigaru, which means miracle soldiers. But anyway, oh no, soldiers miracle. But anyway, And the new forms were like these let's see black hairs with fangs, and they wore these purple outfits and blue pants. And eventually, GB and Keenan were captured and also tied up along with Tyler. And see, oh yes, Ryan went to look for his friends, and he went to the cave and well, he transformed and went to save him. Also found Tyler and he managed to rescue them. First, he fought the warriors who were. Oh no, not remember. I forgot. Let's see. No, yeah, he went to the cave and well, before he rescued his friends in Tyler, well, he met up with Grimlord, who well, Grimlord he used the heads of his former warriors. Of course, Ryan finally defeated them, and before and eventually Ryan was going to use his final attack on Grimlord. However, Grimlord he used his throne to get away, and well, the cave was going to collapse, so he has to go and find uh, the hostages, and he finally met up with them, and he freed them and take out and die. Of course, Ryan he de-transformed and then his visualizer was destroyed, and probably because how much of his powers he used to fight Grimlord in a cave. And then the troopers brought Teller back to the lab in the hopes that try to figure out how they can revive him. And part 3 ended with Grimlord in a new form, vowing that he will defeat the troopers and take over reality. Now we get to part 4, where yes, where well, the troopers have to figure out on how to revive Tyler, and well, Professor Hart says that there's nothing in his lab that he can use to do that, and also no hospital will be able to help him. Of course, Jeb he suggested that there is one person that they could who might help, and when they asked troopers asked who, Jeb said Tao, because well Tao he's an expert in traditional Chinese medicine. So they went to the dojo and asked for his help. And when they asked if anytime sick or something, well, they said it was somebody else, and well, Tao said to help this person, then that person to be brought in. So the troopers brought in Tyler, and that was surprised because he he didn't know that it was him they were talking about, since Tao hasn't seen Tyler for almost the same amount of years as Ryan did. So Tao brought everybody into this room that the troopers didn't know about, and Tao said it was this secret sanctuary where he goes for meditation, and well, he told the troopers to lay Tyler on this table and put the this crystal on him, and told the troopers to focus, and eventually, Dollar he got revived, and well, everybody was happy that he was alright now. Now, at Sixer Industry, well, Sector he now that the prism is ready, he told his secretaries to dispose of the orb that been using in season one mostly, since he has no need for it anymore. And then, well, instead of sitting down when he turns to Grimlord, he instead stood up and used it like I season one says, "Forces of darkness empower me, take me back to my virtual reality." And he was entering his new space of operation called the Dark Fortress. Now in Shaida, that was the headquarters of the villain group known as Fuma. Now, then also like I said before, Colonel has a new appearance now, a little bit similar to season one appearance, but with a few changes. Like he's no longer confined to a throne, but instead he now stands up and carries a scepter, and he has a new armored a cape, and he also was given a tail. Then first he created this woman named Despera, and her counterpart from Shaida is Bo, and also she wears the same outfit Bo does in Shaida. And then Despera, she introduced a well, there was this well, on one of the walls there was this golden monster face with red eyes, and well, she activated it, and his name is Oreglon. Now in China, he was called Kubarai, and he was the main leader of Fuma. I mean, Grimlord. Well, he doesn't have a counterpart in Shaida since since he was based off Godus Neros from Midorda, which came see, yeah, 3 years after Shaida. But anyway, then Oroglon he created five new Ordoskogs, and then he also introduced a new warrior named Doommaster, and his counterpart is Gigan Hesura. And to aid Doommaster, well, Oroglon created these five women known as the Vixens. And oh, I forgot to mention, Doommaster wears the same outfit his counterpart does from Shaida. And as for the Vixens, yes, their counterparts are the Kyoru Gundan, which means girl army. And they also wear the same outfits as the Shaida counterparts. That is because, well, to match the Shaida footage, when their counterparts are used, you know. Well, anyway, and now there's also this creature that's attached to a wall. Wait, I forgot to mention that well, differences from the Dark Fortress is that, well, the rest of the main residents of the Fuma Palace, well, they weren't into well, they were not used in the American footage. for the Dark Fortress, partly because they were too weird for VR troopers, and the only one that was used was the one that was attached to a wall, since that's what the footage came with. Whenever they needed to use the now, and also Orklon's way of creating a new war monster is by making an egg, and outside the egg hatches a uh, a monster. Of course, that wasn't used as much in season two, at least footage as such. Also, both General Ivar and Colonel Icebot, they were still used in season two, and like in season one, well, their well contrast with criminals was using a screen, since they were from Jigu Senshi Suspirban. Um, then later at the lab, well, Tyler was working on a new armor for Ryan. Oh, and I forgot to mention that in part C, and part three, the Blue Troopers went to the to Crossroads University to look for information, and they found the blueprints for the the powers. No, yes, and yeah, that was working, and then Grimlord, he started to send his warriors out, and well, JP and Kayla met up with the new villains and fought them. Now, because Ryan wished he could help, but his summer wasn't ready yet. Then we get to part 5, where, well, was finally time for Ryan to use his new powers, and also his new powers came with new weapons and a new arsenal. He also was given a new virtualizer, and Ryan was finally able to transform into his new VR Trooper form. And his new VR Trooper form are. Oh, I forgot to mention that in part 4, yes, Grimlord's forces, they destroyed the VR base. But in part 5, well, it was repaired, and so the VR base was given a new ability to turn into a robot known as the VR Troopodron. Now, in Superiorban, it was the Grand Nazca Badru formation. Now, back to Ryan's new powers. Yes. Now, his new armor is, well, it's a blue armor with a blue helmet with a black visor and silver mouthpiece. And then he is given a new weapon. I mean, in season 1, in his Medarada form, his final weapon was his feet, known as the see, yeah, laser arm or something like that. But with his new Shida powers, he was given the well, his final one was called the laser sword, which in Shida was called the Razor Blade, and he defeated the final monster of that story arc. And Gremlin was upset, but he swore that he will destroy the troopers eventually. And well, Ryan is now happy that he's finally got his father back. And that was the end of the Quest of Power. And an interesting thing about this story arc that it premiered the same week that Power Rangers season three, Nature Quest did. Yeah. Now, a few episodes after Quest for Power, we get a two-part episode known as Killing Through the Looking Glass. And what's the thing is that Grim Lord sent out his spies to use Killen's compact mirror to use her reflection to turn into a clone, and she became known as Caitlin 2. And she started to work for Grimlord, and of course, at the end of that episode, what Caitlin 2, she managed to help the troopers, and yes, basically Kelly, I think she was captured sometime during that episode. Then in part two, well, the criminal needed something, and Kelly too. Well, turns out that she started to attack the troopers, and she well, to show criminal that she wasn't disloyal to him at all. Of course, turns out that it was a trick the whole time. She was trying to trick Grimlord and managed to get the item that she needed to help the troopers, and she did, and well, also just like the real Caitlyn, Caitlyn 2 can also transform, and yes, JP introduced Caitlyn. They managed to feed the monster of that episode, and then later at the end, Professor Hart managed to bring Killing 2 into the mirror world where she came from, and with Jeb, well, started to fool around and crack down the mirror, and it did have some kind of effects, and so Professor Hart told Caitlin to transform and then to do it again, but to say Caitlin double team command, and she did, and yes, turns out that she will be seen again. Now, in Superior Bond, it was well, the two killings, well, the VR killer armor, well, it was really two people instead of two different people. In other words, Diana as the Rady, and Helen as Helen Rady. They probably yes, and anyway, now episodes after that we get to a few episodes afterwards. There's this one called the Dicks, and well, turns out that there was this device that could destroy the VR Trooper's powers forever, and Grimler wanted it, and he was even pursuing this scientist and his daughter, and they wanted to meet the VR Troopers, and well, first they wanted Argon for Italy to talk to Kayla, and then well, when Kayla and the guys they at the lab and talked to Professor Hart about it, well, they decided to meet up with the scientists, and well, they revealed to him that they are the real troopers, and Tyler came with them. Of course, Skuggs came, and well, the troopers and Tyler they fought them. Of course, the scientist was, or maybe it was his daughter, but One that was captured, but VO troopers managed to rescue the hostage at the end. And well, after what happened to the episode, well, Tyler said to Ryan that he will go to Norway with the scientists to work on something to help defeat Grimlord once and for all. Ryan, he was hesitant about it because, well, he recently got his father back, but even though he was going away, at least he, at least Tyler is not a hostage of Grimlord anymore, so he'll be alright. Now, episodes after that, we get a another two episode called Grimlord's Dark Secret, where, where we learn more about the origins of Grimlord. And well, what happened was that well, the VO troopers were helping this archaeologist named Nebraska Smith, who is obviously a nod to the character Indiana Jones. Now, no, yes, turns out that they found this thing called the box of Isis, which is a box that was an ancient box that was from ancient Egypt. The house somehow ended up in Crossroad City, and well, there were some parts of the like a puzzle on the box, and a portal opened up, and pressed the enter, and Ryan went after him, and JB and Killer hoped that they would be alright. Of course, then the portal closed, and well, they went to Dao since he's an expert in ancient artifacts, and Dao he recognized the box of Isis and said that each one well, the patterns of each part of the puzzle tells a story, and well, another portal open, and inside well, Kelly she went in, and she ended up in a dark fortress. Of course, she hid, and also it revealed that Grimlord he found out about it, and he was hoping because well that would lead to the troopers learning his human identity. And when Killer heard that, well, she was surprised, and then she met up with Master. They fought, but then Killer went back inside the border and returned to Dao's dojo, and the border closed. Then she told JP to meet to go to the lab with him because something she, of the important information she learned. And well, they went to the lab, and well, yes, but Gillen told JB and Professor Hart what she learned, and Professor Hart he thought there could be a possibility about Grimlo's identity, and also he said that it was him and Tyler who found the box years before it ended up in the location where the troopers in the Prescott Smith found it. And what happened was it was when they were still working on the virtual reality powers, and then came this group. Of course, one of them hit his face. Of course, it was Carl Slichter, but Dollar was a hard and knew that, and eventually they started attacking the two scientists, and well, yes, and Professor Hart said that well, even though Dollar couldn't manage to save the professor's body, he did manage to save his mind by downloading it into a computer frame, which is why Professor Hart can only communicate with the troopers in a video screen, kind of like how Zordon communicates with the Power Rangers inside the giant tube. Now, the troopers went inside the ISIS dimension and they eventually met up with Ryan. Of course, one of Grimlord's mutants managed to start to turn Professor Smith into stone. Of course, he managed to, and they keep killing. I think anyway, Ryan made killing JP. They met up with Ryan in the ISIS dimension, and they went to a cave, but that had something that could help with and also Ryan was told about how each other was a story, and then in a cave there was the this thing that came with the symbols. Now Ryan said that they were Egyptian symbols, but those weren't Egyptian symbols. Well, they were well the Nazca line symbols from Nazca, Peru. And I know because I myself am from Peru. I mean, I wasn't born in Nazca, I was born in Lima, but Nazca is still part of the country I was born in. I guess the writers didn't know what the Nazca lines were. Otherwise, they would probably call it the Nazca box instead. Maybe they would have come. Yeah. Well, anyway, now in China, it was well, the hero was trying to figure out the puzzle, and then the spirit came, and they also did use the footage of Shida fighting Bo, but have it using it was Ryan fighting the spirit. It managed the spirit retreated, and oh yes, Ryan and his virtual, I think it was called the Blue Hawk was called, but anyway, he got away and found this thing that could turn anybody into stone, back to their original form. He managed to save Professor Smith, and I think killing JP turned into stone during that episode. I don't remember what part, but anyway, they were also free from the spell, and they managed to, well, JP and Kelly managed to get out of the ice dimension, but of course, things was getting different because I think there wasn't gonna sandstorm going on. And Nebraska, well, Ryan, he tripped in Nebraska, went inside the portal, but then came back and held Ryan out, and they got out in just in time. And well, I think the ISIS bug was destroyed, but well, even though the troopers didn't find out Grimlow's identity in that episode, at least they now have a clue into who Grillo might be. So anyway, episodes after that, we meet a new villain named, oh yes, Nighttime. Now he is a kind of like a horn being, and Shida, no, in Suburban he was called Yoki, and he communicates with everybody telepathically, with the mind. Now, episodes, well, there was this Christmas episode called Santa's Secret Trooper, and well, where the troopers they meet itself, who was kidnapped by Grimlord. I mean, well, before he was kidnapped, he first met up with the troopers and the other kids who went to find some stuff for the Christmas party. And of course, they met up with the elves, and and they all said that he accidentally fell off Santa's sleigh, and but they went without Doja. But then criminals forces came and they kidnapped the elf and brought him back to the Dark Fortress. And and then, well, Grimlord made the elf to bring the troopers over there without the powers. Of course, the elf tricked Grimlord because he was given two wishes, and then his third wish was Grimlord was for Grimlord to never have met the elf, and so he Grimlord he squandered his last wish, and at the end of the episode, well, Tyler returns, but only for that episode, so he can spend Christmas with Ryan, and it's no then. But that was the end of that episode, and the reason I'm mentioning that episode because well, that was the last time uh, Tyler would appear, in Real Troopers as a outside of a flashback because every the episodes afterwards with him in it, well, was just flashbacks of Ryan's memory from his childhood. Now, episodes later, oh, I forgot to mention that in Quest of Power, well, Ryan he was given another weapon known as the VR shoulder cannon. Of course, in Shida, it was the Bobby Rose Canon Formation. Yes. Anyway, now we get to an episode called The Spirit. Oh no, before that, well, it was an episode where we meet a new warrior named Aragnopod. Now in Shida, he was called Himaru, and both Himaru and see, oh yes, Hizura were brothers, but they weren't brothers in Via Troopers. Of course, Ragnarok was defeated. Now, episodes of the tab, we get to the Spirit to expect, where we introduced to the Spirit sister named Desponda. And well, in Superior Bond, she was called, see, oh yes, Joe Pantora. And also the actress who plays Joe Pantora was Machiko Soko. I finally remember her name this time. Yes, and yeah, and she played well, Joe. Yes, Joe Hitoria and Dai Sentai Goku Faibu. No, no, I mean Tenchi Sentai Tenchimon and Dai Sentai Son Budogan. And she also played the witch Pandora and accused in the Urine. She played Pandora, who was known as who audience in the West knows as Rita Ray Bolsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Of course, there is an American actress who uses the American footage, but the Japanese footage was used as well. And well, for some reason, Saban decided to not use Barbara Goodson as the voice of Despanda, especially since, she did voice Rita when the urinated footage of Pandora was used for Rita Repulsa. Yes. Of course, and also Joe Pandora, she was the leader of the Warda Tikaku, which means War Empire. Yeah. Of course, and GB and Killen fought them and fought her, and she was used many forms. And after her defeat, well, Grimlord he swore that he will never use any of his warriors relatives ever again. Oh, I forgot to mention, was this other episode called Into Oroglan's Web. And, well, in that episode, well, Oroglan was given a body and Ryan fought him. Now, in Shida, that fight was the final battle between Shida and Kuburai. After Kuburai was united with his body, but and then Oroglan he was defeated, and Colonel demanded for Oroglan to be repaired. See. Oh yes. Now we get another episode where well, nighttime he stopped time without the without Grimlo's permission, and well, it was his attempt to take over reality since Grimlord failed many times. And there was this device called the Conodron, and well, Ryan went to it, and well, yeah, JP and Kellen fought fought their monster, and Ryan fought his, and they went to where the device was, and of course, Grimlord was there, and they tried to figure it out, but well, he don't know how it works, so he can use it. But of course, Grimlord saw he had destroyed, and well, neither Ryan or Grimlord can destroy the device by themselves. So, well, they decided to work together to destroy it and put the flow in time back to its natural course. So they managed to destroy the device, but Grimlord he well swore that despite what Tenty had for just that particular moment, he swore that he will destroy the VR troopers and take over reality. And now we get to the final episode of season 2, and it's known as Galileo's Numerary, where JB he invented this new robot and decided to name it Galileo after the Renaissance scientists from the Renaissance era. And of course, there was some talk about Galileo, so well, decided to take Galileo to Poindexter, Ulysses Poindexter, who I forgot to mention in my season 1 review, and he managed to work on it and even added some new features like a homing device and a few other things. And well, Grimlord found out about Galileo. He wanted to use him to find out the secrets of the VR troopers, and then his warriors managed to grab Galileo and bring him to the Dark Fortress. And well, when Grimlord asked Galileo what the secrets of the VR troopers are, and well, Galileo said that the secret of the VR troopers is a secret, and Grimlord was well mad at that, and he ordered Oroglan to transfer information, and well, to how long it will take. Well, Grimlord and his warriors left to the Toopers to fight the troopers. Of course, Ryan and Killian arrived, and well, and thanks to Poindexter's homing beacon, they managed to find Galileo into the Dark Fortress, and well, to make sure it doesn't get to stop the accessing, well, GB gave in Galileo in the puzzle command, and he has the exact stuff has to do with the size of the universe. And then there was a malfunction which destroyed Oroglan and the Dark Fortress. I mean, not only destroyed just the inside, it was all a wreck, and the troopers brought Calais back to the lab, and Ryan defeated the final monster of the series. And yes, well, Calais was overpowered now, and well, he was going to shake hands with Jeb, but and stabbed him, but turns out it was just a joke, man. And then it ended with Ryan talking about the lesson he mentioned earlier in the episode that he learned from his father. And that was the end of the second season of Saban's VR Troopers, as well as the entire VR Troopers series. Now, the reason it ended was because, well, they didn't have, they used up all the footage they could, and well, and also was also in favor of Beetleborgs, which also had the same problem, which caused that show to be cancelled after 2 seasons, because of lack of footage. But anyway, yes, that was the end of the second season of VR Troopers, as well as the series itself. Now, what do you think of it after watching the Metal Hero series? Yes, like in season 1, they did a good job in making it and how you use this footage while mixing it with the American stuff, as well as things that kids won't notice, and as if kids, for kids to watch it. Well, yeah, just like in season 2, there's nothing in it that kids shouldn't watch, or at least it was done in a way so kids want to be exposed to certain things they shouldn't at a young age. Not like what other kid shows are not doing these days, and also plus kid shows in the 90s didn't do the kind of stuff that kid shows that they are now doing. But anyway, and also full episodes of the VR Trooper Season 2 is available on YouTube, as well as full episodes of Season 1. So, so yes, I think that's all I can say about the second season of Saban VR Troopers and the Metal Hero counterparts. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.